Hello everyone. In this lecture, I am going to discuss agile method, that is Scrum.
Let us start with the Scrum. Scrum is also an agile development method which concentrates particularly on how to manage tasks within a term based development method. Scrum is the most popular and widely adopted agile method as it is relatively simple to implement and addresses many of the management issues. Then the Scrum, that is a iterative and incremental agile software development framework for managing different software projects and application development. Basically, the Scrum focuses on a flexible, holistic product development strategy where a development team works as a unit to reach a common goal as opposed to a traditional sequential approach. Scrum is a process framework, is a particularly set of practices that must be followed in other in order for a process to be consistent with the framework. For example, the Scrum process framework requires the use of development cycles called the sprints. The XP framework requires peer programming and so forth. Lightweight means that the overhead of the process is kept as small as possible to maximize the amount of productive time available for getting useful work done. Then Scrum asks why it takes so long and so much effort to do stuff, and why are we so bad at figuring out how long and how much effort things will take. Basically, the Scrum embraces uncertainty and creativity because that is how people work. It places a structure around the learning process, enabling teams to assess both what they have created and, just as importantly, how they created it. With the Scrum methodology, the product owner works closely with the team to identify and prioritize system functionality in form of product backlog. The product backlog consists of features, bug fixes, then non-functional requirements, etc. Whatever needs to be done in order to successfully deliver a working software system. As we have already discussed in the previous slide, Scrum is a framework for developing and sustaining complex products. Keynes Schwaber and Jape Sutherland developed Scrum. Together, they stand behind the Scrum rules. Then, the Scrum definition, that is, the Scrum is a framework within which people can address complex adaptive problems while productively and creatively delivering products of highest possible value. The Scrum framework consists of Scrum teams and their associated roles, events, artifacts, and rules. Each component within the framework serves a specific purpose and is essential to Scrum's success and usage. The Scrum is a process framework that has been used to manage complex product development since the early 1990s. Scrum is not a process or a technique for building products. Rather, it is a framework within which you can employ various processes and techniques. Scrum makes clear the relative efficiency of your product management and development practices so that you can improve your project or the product. So this is the Scrum process framework. In the Scrum, the prescribed events are used to create regularity. All events are time boxed events such that every event has a maximum duration. The events are described more elaborately in the subsequent chapters. The activity in this figure is like first one, that is the sprint is a predefined interval or the time frame in which the work has to be completed and make it ready for review or ready for production deployment. This time box usually lies between 2 weeks to 1 month. In our day to day life, when we see that we follow a month sprint cycle, it simply means that we work for 1 month on the task and make it ready for review by the end of that month. Then the second main component, that is the user story. The user stories are nothing but the requirements or features which have to be implemented. In Scrum, there are no huge requirements documents. Rather, the requirements are defined in a single paragraph. Then the third one, that is the story points. The story points are quantitative indications of a complexity of a user story based on the story point estimation and efforts for a story is determined. The story point is relative and is not absolute. To make sure that estimate and efforts are correct, it's important to check that the user stories are not big, precise, and smaller is this user story. Accurate will be the estimation. Then different Scrum roles are there. So the first one, that is the product owner. The product owner represents the stakeholders and is the customer accountable for ensuring value to the business, writers, or the team. Customer centric items, that is the user stories, prioritize them and adds them to the product backlog. Scrum teams should have one and may also be a member of the development team, not be combined and confused with that the Scrum Master. Then the second role, that is the development team, the responsible for delivering potentially shippable product increments at the end of each sprint, make up of 3 to 9 people with the cross functional skills who do the actual work, analyze, design, then develop, test, then technical communication, document preparation, etc. Self organizing, even though they may interface with the project management organizations, that is the PMOs. Then the third core role, that is the Scrum Master. It is accountable for removing impediments to the ability of the team to deliver the sprint goal deliverables. It is not the team leader but acts as a buffer because the team and any distracting influences ensures that the Scrum process is used as intended. Then enforcer of rules, then protector of the team and keep it focused on the task at hand. Differs from a project manager in that the latter may have people management responsibilities unrelated to the role of Scrum Master. excludes any such additional people responsibilities. Then the next component that is the next role, that is the product backlog. It is an ordered list of requirements that is maintained for a product. It consists of features, bug fixes, non-functional requirements, etc. Whatever needs to be done in order to successfully deliver a working software system. In the Scrum, it is not required to start a project with a lengthy upfront effort to document all requirements. This agile product backlog is almost always more than enough for a first sprint. The Scrum product backlog is further allowed to grow and change as more is learned about the product and its customers. Then the next one, that is the sprint backlog. It is a list of work the development team must address during the next sprint. Then the second point regarding this sprint backlog, that is the list is delivered to selecting stories, features from the top of product backlog until the development team feels it has enough work to fill the sprint. Let us see various advantages of Scrum. So, Scrum can help teams to complete the project deliverables quickly and efficiently. As all of you know, it's work on the iterative and incremental approach, so it's really helpful to complete our product quickly. Scrum ensures effective use of time and money, because here the proper management regarding the time means regarding the schedule of the project activity. Then the third one, that is the large products are divided into easily manageable sprints. So it's very important to do task in proper way by achieving the simplicity. Then the next one, that is the developments are coded and tested during the sprints review. Then the next one, that is works well for the fast moving development projects, because it's divided into manageable sprints. Then the next advantage, that is it's possible to quicker release of usable product to users and the customers on early basis. Then the higher quality can be achieved with the help of this Scrum method. Then a daily meetings easily helps the developer to make it possible to measure individual productivity. This leads to the improvement in the productivity of each team members. So it's a higher productivity method. Then it lowers the cost, because we are dividing that particular software into smaller parts, and then we'll start the work. Then the greater ability to incorporate changes as they occur. Also, in this methodology, decision making is entirely in the hands of the teams. Then it's a better employee moral. This method provides a better employee moral. And also, it's very important that this method provides the user satisfaction, better user satisfaction. Here some of the disadvantages of Scrum methodology. So first one, that is it can be difficult for the Scrum Master to plan, structure and organize a project that lacks a clear definition. Then the second one, that is this kind of development model is suffered if the estimating project cost and time will not be accurate. Then It is good for small projects, fast moving projects, but not suitable for the large size projects. Then, this methodology needs experienced team members only. If the team consists of people who are novices, the project cannot be completed within an exact time frame, means in the milestone date.
Thank you.